Don't run from me, free.
Real ass nigga give a fuck about a bitch. It is what it is.
Don't run from me, free.
Real ass nigga give a fuck about a bitch. It is what it is.
Don't run from me, free.
Real ass nigga give a fuck about a bitch. It is what it is.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm sitting on the floor. I feel much more comfortable when I'm sitting on the floor. I feel like I'm speaking to like my friends, my sisters. Whereas when I'm sitting on a desk, I feel like this, like I can't open up as much. So you guys are probably gonna see me sitting on the floor for the rest of my videos, maybe. But anyways guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. In today's video, we're going to be talking about relationships, we're going to be talking about toxic friendships, we're going to be talking about situationships. Okay, so without further ado, I got myself some bubbly right here. Let's get into it. As you can probably tell, I'm looking the same exact way as I was in my birthday video. I don't know which video is gonna come out first, this one or that one, but anyways, if you guys see me wearing the same thing, you get why. I'm filming on the same day, same hour. It is what it is. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, guys, is situationships. Okay, situationships. Now, how do I put this? Don't do it. Just don't do it, okay? Don't do it. I genuinely feel like you're wasting your time. Don't consider it. Don't think about it. Don't, let it not be a thought in your head. Like, let it go. Let him go. I genuinely think if a guy doesn't know where they stand, or if a guy is not clear about where you stand in their life, let it go. Let him go. Because sis, that guy's gonna be wasting your time. And you don't need that, okay? You genuinely don't need that. So in my last Q&A, someone asked me a very important question. And she said, basically it's sort of like a dilemma, but in a question sort of way. So I decided not to answer it in my Q&A and to make a video like this. Sorry guys, 1 second. Yeah, so I decided to make a video like this. And basically what she said was, she basically needed advice from me on what I would do if... I need to stop talking to my hands. She basically asked me advice on like what I would do if I was in her shoes. So basically what had happened was, from what I understood, she was talking to a guy, but the guy was not, the guy had someone else that he was talking to. So he was talking to two people, well, two of them, her and someone else. Now, I feel like a lot of women have gone through something like this, and it leaves you wondering, what am I gonna do? And at some point it will feel like a competition, but it's not supposed to be. Don't be with a guy that's gonna make you feel like being with you is a competition. Like, you should not have to feel like another woman is competing with you, if you know what I mean. So for her, she explained to me that he has told her, or he had told her, that he loves her more than the other girl. But none of it makes sense to me. And my advice to you, beautiful girl, because I had a look at your profile, and listen babe, any guy would be so happy to have you. So come out of that situationship as much as like run out of it. Don't even come out of it, sis. Like, run out of it, because that's not for you. I'm advising you guys the same way I would have advised myself, the same way I would have advised my sister. Like, I genuinely think if you, first of all, what you need to try is speak to the guy, talk to him, and tell him that you're uncomfortable, because you should not be comfortable with something like this. Like, you should be able to let go freely. You shouldn't have to feel like you're competing with anyone. So speak to this guy about it, tell him how you feel, make him understand that, look, you don't want to be with him if he does not know how to decide between you and the other person. Make him understand that. And if he still is not able to drop one, then clearly there's an issue, and babe, you don't want to be in that. So that's the first thing I would advise. If you have done that and you see that he has not tried to like make amends with you and come back to you and you only, then that man is not for you. I'm so sorry to say, but that man is not for you, and you might just want to consider like coming out of that. That was never supposed to be. And I feel like in life you lose people to gain people, you lose stuff to get stuff. So that's how I see it. I'm gonna give you an example of me. When I was leaving my last relationship, I was in a complete, I was lost. I was lost in the sense that I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I made myself a promise, and the promise was I will never ever ever settle, because at that time I felt like, even if, because we were talking about marriage, we were talking about all this other stuff, but I felt like it was not for me. I just felt like I didn't want that for myself, and so I took a brave step and I just said, you know what, this is it, I don't want it. And I ended up breaking the person's heart, but to mend my own heart, you know. So I had to do that. That's something that I had to do. I feel bad about it? No, I don't, because I genuinely feel like making yourself happy is much more important than making anyone else happy in this world. Anyone, like, period. So for me personally, I left that relationship and I said to myself, you know what, I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna be on my own. I'm not gonna date again. I'm just gonna be on my own. No man, no problem. So what I did, I left the relationship, and honestly speaking, sometimes us women, we feel like we're so in love with someone, but you're not really as happy as you would have wanted to be. This is because you're not in love with the person. You love having the person around, and that idea of you being in love and you being happy with the person is not there. You want that, but you're not getting that. So what I love to advise is, if you know that you are with someone and you love their company, that's a good thing. But if you love the person and you're always with the person, but sometimes you feel some type of way, you have some doubts in your head, like, is it just me? Am I doing the right thing? Does he love me? Especially that deep question, does he love me? If a man makes you think, does this guy love me? Then that guy does not love you, because he should not have to have you in that state. He should not have to have you think like that mentally. So for me personally, I would really say, just get out of that relationship. Just get out of it. Like, when I was leaving my last relationship, I was in tears, guys. I was lost. I was gone. Mentally, I was not available whatsoever. And the minute I promised myself, look, no more relationships, just me, focusing on myself, my child, I did not care about anyone else, and I just didn't want to speak to anyone. I just didn't want, like, when I say anyone, I mean like a man. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I just wanted to be on my own. At that time, I just wanted me. I just wanted to love me more, take care of myself more, discover who I am about. And so that's exactly what I did. And this is the beauty of it. Like, as soon as, and I feel like a lot of women say the same thing, and I'm starting to believe like that's actually how God wants it to work. You have to go through certain men to be able to find the man that you actually love, and the man that you actually want to be with. Now, all of us have gone through the first love stage, and, you know, being with someone in our teenage years and stuff. Think about it. Majority of us are not with those people anymore. It's because you tend to outgrow them. You tend to want different things for yourselves. And so he's probably with someone totally different, and you're with someone totally different. And in some cases, when you think about that person, you're thinking, me? I dated him? Like, I dated her? So that's usually how life works. And I feel like, because a lot of people think the same way and a lot of people have this same experience, I feel like it's just something that just happens to all of us. So don't worry, you're gonna find the perfect person. And trust me, when that perfect person comes into your life, you're gonna have no doubts, you're gonna have no questions, you're gonna have no worries, because baby girl, you're gonna know that that guy is for you and you only, and you don't have to stress about anyone else. You're not gonna have to feel like you're in competition with no one other than yourself. I know you're probably thinking, when I left that relationship, what happened? When I left that relationship, I actually was just focusing on myself, like I said, on my business. Everything was going well, like every single thing was going well, and I felt like as soon as I let go of that, I started seeing so much blessings and so many other things that were working out, things that were not working. Things that were not working out at that time, not in my favor anyway. So that's one thing. And I feel like as soon as I began to like think like that, the minute I start to think, you know what, it's all about me now. What I want is what I want. What I don't want is not what I want, you know. And so it's all about me. It's all about my happiness, what I want to do for myself. It wasn't about anyone else. And God blessed me with something. And at that time, I didn't even think of relationship. I wasn't thinking relationship. I wasn't thinking of love. I wasn't thinking of any of that. I was just thinking of myself. And so that's what I was doing. And I just had that, you would begin to have that friendship. When you find, I feel like when you find the one, and I do believe in the one, but when you find that, you would feel it. Like, it's just something that you would know. At that very moment, you would not think of love, you would not think of anything. You probably call him your bro, okay? Because at that time, God is trying to have you build a relationship, build a friendship with someone. So you would not really think of love, none of that. There would be none of that. To a point where you guys are gonna get so close, people are gonna start thinking and asking you questions like, are you guys dating? Are you guys together? And you're gonna be like, what? No, that's my brother. But no, that's the thing. That's how it works. You're gonna feel like that's your brother. You're gonna have no interest. You're gonna start wanting to hook him up with other people. But that's him. That's your one. That's your person, you know? I feel like in life, everyone has a person. Everyone has a soulmate, as you would call it. Everyone has this special person. And so it takes time to find that person, but you're gonna go through hell and back to find that person. Believe me, I have had such stupid experiences. Just be happy and work on yourself first. I think that's like the most genuine thing I could say to you. Everything that I'm saying in this video is just like, excuse me if I'm being too truthful or too honest. I just didn't think there's a point in me sitting here and be like, yeah, you know, just try and make it work, because you just know when something is not right. You just know when something is not right. And for me personally, I never wanted to settle for anything less than I deserved. I knew what I brought to the table, you know. So for those people that I dated before, they were good people. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, they weren't good people, they were not nice, they were this. They weren't. They were amazing people actually, but they were just not for me. They were just not mine. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna tell you like a quick story as well. For example, Cassie, yeah. Cassie has dated P. Diddy for 11 or 10 years. But in that space, they have never been engaged, never had a child, none of that. And now she's married to someone after like few months of dating the person. And so I feel like life is just weird. The people that you spend most time with in relationship wise, they're not the people that you end up being with. And then the person that ends up marrying you, or the person that ends up falling in love with you deeply and truly, that's just one person that has just met you and knew straight away that this person is for me. Like, this is my woman, this is mine, like this is what my heart craves for. This is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And so that's how you're going to feel as well. And you're not going to hesitate when it comes to you marrying that person, because you're already going to know. You're already going to feel it. You're already going to know like this is truly for me. Like me and you, yeah. So the advice I have, baby girl, forget him, okay? Talk to him about it, and if you still see no improvement, let it go. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is toxic friends, toxic friendships, friends, frenemies, whatever you want to call it. First of all, everyone knows I'm not the type to have friends. Like, I have people that I consider like people that are my friends in real life, but they've become so close to me that they are like my sisters now. They're not really like friends, you know what I mean? So for me personally, I wouldn't even say I have friends. I have sisters. I have sisters that I connect with, sisters that I brainstorm with. So one thing I do know is, if you have a friend or sister that is jealous of you and does not want to see you do good and stuff, that person needs to be cut off, sis. Because listen, a sister or a friend, you know how people are like, yeah, my sis, hey sis, what's up sis, oh my sister's looking good, oh my sis, my sis, my sis, my sis. If your sis or if your friend or whatever does not want you to do good and it's not happy with what the stuff that you've achieved and, you know, your accomplishments, you know, things like that, that person is not your sis. That person is not your sis. Let me tell you that now. A sis or a friend, a genuine friend, is someone that would want you to do well. This is someone that would applaud, like someone that would clap for you even before you make it. Someone that would share your stuff, someone that would always be there. So if you are in a competition, someone that would take it as them being in a competition will get you as many votes as they could. Someone that would always share your stuff, someone that is pushing you, someone that wants to see you win. This is a sis. I think a sis is someone that wants to see you win. A friend should be someone that wants to see you win. Someone that takes your successes as their own. I think it's very easy to spot that fake friend or that fake sis. And remember, it's always okay to cut people off. Don't ever feel like, oh, you guys have been through so much. Like, no, I can't cut her off. I can't cut him off. No, you can. You can. If people are toxic in your life, cut them off for your own peace of mind. See, I'm like that. If I feel like someone is fishy or something is fishy, or I'm not happy with a certain situation, or someone is giving me a different energy, a different vibe, I cut you off. The way you see, I would cut you off and forget that I even cut you off. That's the kind of person that I am, and this comes with anything in my life, like anything. You know that quote, like when something is costing you your peace of mind, it's too expensive. You know that quote? So I would say cut the person off. I feel like life takes us on some interesting journeys, and like having good friends can make your journey either good or really bad, depending on the kind of people that you have going on that journey with you. Real friends are always there for you when you need them. Always there, 24/7. Like, they're always there when you need them. They are fun, they're supportive. And if you make a mistake doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing, or if something like is not good, they will tell you. Even though they know that you're going to be upset, they will still tell you, because that's what a friend is. They're not telling you because they want you to feel bad, but they're telling you because they actually love you and they have your best interest at heart. This is how you can spot a fake friend, okay? 1, the type that would only contact you when they need you, when they need something from you. Those ones are like, you know, that's like a red flag. If this friend is just someone that, if you have a friend in your life that you only hear from when they need something, like, just keep it in your head for a sec. I'm probably saying this and you have someone in your head, right? If you have this friend that's only contacting you when they need something, that's a fake friend. Because why are you contacting me only when you need something? Them ones that will be like, oh hey, I haven't heard from you in a while, like, how are you doing, can you please do this for me? You say, like, those people need to be cut off quick. Like, number 2, the people that will put you down, always trying to put you down, always trying to make you feel bad. Like, you go to them like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they're like, you want to do everything, you want to be everything. Like, chill out, like, don't do this, like, no, don't do that. Those ones are dangerous ones, because to you, you'll be thinking, oh, maybe she's right, maybe I need to focus on this. But no, you're not right, sis. That sis is not being genuine with you. Because if you want to achieve something, if you want to do something, no one, unless you're thinking of like extreme stuff, then yeah, of course, that's fine if the person tells you not to. But if it's just basic stuff that you're saying, like stuff that are actually achievable, and your friend is saying, or your sis is saying, no, don't do this, you want to do everything, why do you want to do it, why now? Cut off. Number 3, the type that would make you the emotional punching bag. You know, the ones that only come to you and be like, yeah, this happened today. Oh yeah, man, I can't believe he did this to me. I can't believe she did this to me. Yeah, that one. You know, the friends that would come to you and be like, oh, this person was saying this about you today. Why was that person telling you? Why were you there? Why did that person feel comfortable telling you about me when I'm not there? Those ones are ones to look out for, because clearly that person is not telling you everything, and clearly they were not fighting your corner. It's different when someone comes to you and says, oh, this person said this, but you know, they were talking to someone else, but I came in and I actually fought your corner. That's different. But if it's just you and that person, just you two, and that person was so comfortable speaking about me, then there's a problem. I really think this is the last thing I'm going to say about this fake friend thing. You know, the type of girls that would come to you and speak to you about other people, those are ones to really be careful about. Because I always say this, if someone is so comfortable and comes to you and says, oh yeah, Amber did this today, or Ashley did this today, I can't believe she did that, like this was so bad of her to do, that person is probably doing the same thing about you. And you have to be careful, sis, because there's a lot of that. There's a lot of them. So for me personally, my cousin usually says I don't talk about people, because I just feel like, what's the point? What's that point? Why are you talking about people? I just feel like you have a list of things going on in your life that you can go sort out. So what are you doing talking about other people? So for me, I'm always very mindful, and I think this is why I don't have a lot of friends, because if I see that someone comes to me and talks to me about other people, I'm very careful with how I am with you. I have different type of people in my life, people that I only work with, so we only talk when it comes to work. When it comes to, oh, what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, like, am I gonna see you there tomorrow? You know, that kind of thing. And I have people that are actually like so special in my heart. Like, we speak about everything and anything. We brainstorm together. We talk about business. We are always like trying to make business plans. We're advising each other on how we can make our businesses grow. Those kind of people, those are my favorite kind of people. So I think that's why I don't have friends, because I feel like most girls nowadays, they just come to you with information, and they come to you with that information to get away with information. So they come to you, bring stuff, talk about stuff, and then they go back wanting to take information. Sometimes they don't even get stuff from you. They don't even get information from you. So yeah, be careful with friends. Be careful with who you call your friend, because it's very rare to find like a genuine friend these days. So be careful, and don't be so friend hungry. That's not really a word or anything like that, but like, it just means don't want a friend. Oh, what's the time? Okay. So don't want a friend so much that you end up choosing the wrong ones. I know the world is a lonely place to be in, but like, don't rush into stuff. Like, don't rush having or wanting a friend. Don't rush friendships. Take your time. Take your time to get to know the people in your life. Take your time to get to know the people that you're surrounded by. Sometimes you don't even need friends. You know, if you have sisters, your cousins, you know, those people would probably be your best friends in life. As you grow up, you tend to realize that you don't even need the people that you considered your friends. You have your family, unless, you know, you have people that came into your life as friends and you ended up being like sisters and stuff, and yeah, that's different. And sometimes, to be very honest, your cousins can be as fishy and stuff, and you just never know. So with life, you just really never know. So I'll just say be careful with that. When it comes to relationships, okay girl, now we're going to talk about relationships, because we're grown-ups over here, okay? We grown-ups, we big girls over here, so we can talk about men. And with that, all I have to say is, don't rush relationships. Don't think you have to rush a relationship, because baby girl, you'll be making the biggest mistake. Let me tell you that now. Yeah, I feel like relationships are just a beautiful thing to come in, but before you go into a relationship, make sure that you are able to love yourself more than anything, because you should be able to love yourself before you could love anyone else. You should be able to give that love all to yourself before you can half it and give yourself some and give someone else some. So don't put yourself in a position where you feel like you're not giving yourself much love, and yet you want to invite someone else in your life to love that person, because you would not be loving that person right. And it's not fair. You have to get to that stage where, like, for example, for me, when anyone asks me, who's your first love? I'm my first love. My first love is myself. I'm genuinely my first love. I love myself. I love myself. It took me some time, and I know sometimes it can take you a while to get to know yourself, to get to know you, and you know what you are and who you are and what you're about, the things that you love, the things that you don't love. That all takes time. So this is a process of like you actually discovering yourself. So take time off. If you have to take time off social media, do that, but you have to take time off, like take time off the outside world and just have you in that little box, and just look after yourself and just love yourself, cherish yourself, treasure yourself. And trust me, with that, then God would just bring someone in your life, knowing that you are able to look after that person the way you would have been able, the way you are looking after yourself. Not to say that you have to be liable for that person's happiness. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying the more you're able to look after yourself, if God brings you someone in your life, you're able to love that person so well that you still have love enough for yourself, if that makes sense. So if you have like 100% love for example, yeah, so the number's from 0 to 100%, right? As we all know. So you're giving yourself 100% love, you love yourself 100%, and you know, that's like a beautiful stage to get at. So once God brings someone in your life, you're able to share that within yourself. So you're able to love yourself right and love the person right. That's like the advice that I would give anyone. I would give everybody. Like, you guys are my sisters in here. We're all sisters, you know what I'm saying? You guys are my loves, you guys are my sisters. That's what I have to advise you guys. There's no such thing as me sitting here telling you guys about relationships and stuff. The only thing I could say is like, just love yourself. Be in a relationship with you. Be in a relationship with yourself so deep, like such a deep relationship with yourself that you would not feel like you need anyone else, because you wouldn't. And that's something, this is how you know that you're loving yourself right. You love yourself so well that you don't even have to think about someone else. You don't have to think about someone else loving you. You don't have to think about someone else treating you right, because girl, you're treating yourself so well. You're treating yourself so right that nothing else would feel that right. Do you know what I mean? Like, even when I felt British there, you know what I mean? But yeah, even when you have a guy in your life, that's just a bonus. That's just a bonus. Still treat yourself that same way. And I feel like people treat you the way you treat yourself. So if you find yourself being treated well by your man, that's the way your man sees you treating yourself. So sometimes it's good, you know, take a break. You go get your nails done, go get your hair did, those stuff, like do those things. Because I feel like as women, when you do certain things, I'm looking down, I don't know why, but I don't know. But yeah, I feel like as women, like when you're doing something right, it's just so right. It's just beautiful. When you do your nails and you do your hair, you feel good. Like you feel well in yourself. You feel like a woman. You feel like a woman. You feel great. You feel amazing. Like you just feel like you can conquer the world. You know, I got to a stage in my life where I feel like I'm treating myself so well, to a point where with or without, I am good. Like, I'm so happy, and my man coming into my life is a bonus for me, because he's seeing how I'm doing myself, he's seeing how I'm treating myself, and thankfully for me, he's able to kind of do that same thing, do that, like kind of just go with me, like just meet me halfway and just go with the flow with me, and not something where he has to tell me, look after yourself, do this, do that. So when it comes to relationships, that's the best thing I could advise you guys. And trust me, the right person would come. The right person would come, and God has a time for everyone. Trust me, the minute you find you're looking after yourself so well, just think about it. You will have someone come into your life, and things are gonna be crazy for you. Like, you're not gonna think. It's just gonna be someone that would be so perfect in your books. Like, there's no such thing as perfect, but in your world, like in mine, you would find that perfect person, because it's perfect for you. It's perfect for what you believe to be perfect, you know? So yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I need to go. I'm late. I need to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want us to do more videos like this, like I said, you guys are my sisters, so we can do some more girl talks, you know, probably in the night though, because I feel more relaxed and I have nothing to do, and we can spend more time talking. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Just hit that button right here. Is it there or there? I don't know. But yeah, I'll put an arrow so you guys see it. See you soon. Oh my god, I'm so late.